I never imagined that my 10th wedding anniversary would be the day everything fell apart. My name is Daniel. I've always believed that love is something you nurture, something you build every single day. Emily, my wife, used to feel the same. At least, that's what I thought. We met in college. She was the kind of woman who made the room light up the moment she stepped in. I was instantly drawn to her, like gravity pulling me in. We dated for 2 years and married as soon as I secured my first steady job. Life wasn't perfect, but we were happy, or so I believed. Over the years, work became demanding. I was constantly striving to provide more, to give her the comfort I thought she deserved. She used to hug me from behind while I worked at my desk, whispering how much she loved that I worked so hard. Slowly, though, those hugs faded. The late-night chats became silent scrolling on her phone. Her warm smiles grew distracted, distant. I told myself it was stress. Everyone goes through rough patches, right? As our 10th anniversary approached, I wanted to make it special. I planned a trip to the cabin where we had spent our honeymoon and arranged for her favorite flowers to be delivered. But the night before, she confronted me with a request that hit me like a punch to the chest. "Can we celebrate separately tomorrow?" she asked, not meeting my eyes. I tried to laugh it off. "Our anniversary? You're serious." She sighed, frustration heavy in her voice before she even spoke. "Daniel, we haven't been in a good place. I just think we both need space." Space. On our anniversary. That didn't feel like space. That felt like a warning. But I didn't argue. I still loved her. I nodded, swallowing the hurt. "Okay," I said. She gave a small, almost relieved smile, and that tiny curve of her lips told me something was very wrong. The next day, I stayed home. I didn't go to the cabin. I cleaned, cooked, tried not to dwell on it. But curiosity gnaws at you if you let it linger. Around noon, I noticed her iPad left behind. Emily never forgets her devices, and it kept lighting up with notifications. Messages from someone saved under a name I didn't recognize caught my eye. I told myself not to look, but my hands betrayed me. The first message hit me like fire. "I can't wait to spend the day with you. He still has no idea." Her reply came seconds later. "No idea. And he won't." My stomach sank. I scrolled further. Plans, shared memories, messages stretching back almost a year. She was spending our anniversary with another man. Rage, disbelief, numbness. They all collided at once. I wanted to scream, smash something, anything. Instead, I just sat there, frozen, staring at the truth I had been too blind to see. Then I made a decision. If she wanted her separate day, fine. But she wouldn't spend it lying to me and getting away with it. I grabbed my keys, followed the location from other messages, and drove to a quiet restaurant on the edge of town, a place we had visited together. I parked a distance away, so she wouldn't see me. Sure enough, there she was, hair perfectly done, the blue dress I had bought for her birthday, laughing and glowing across from a man I had never met. He reached across the table, holding her hand, and she didn't pull away. My chest tightened. I had never seen her look at me like that. I waited until their food arrived, then walked in, her face drained of color the instant she saw me. "Daniel," she whispered, as though seeing a ghost. The man looked confused. "Who's this?" I forced my voice calm. "I'm the husband, the one she needed space from today." The silence that followed felt deafening. She pulled her hand from his, shame finally visible. "It's not what it looks like," she stammered. "Oh," I said, "because it looks like my wife is celebrating a special day with her boyfriend." The man slid back in his chair. I cut in. "Emily, you didn't tell me you were still—" "Of course." She didn't. Truth ruins a fantasy, right? My voice cracked on that last word. I tried not to show how much she'd broken me, but the pain escaped anyway. People were staring. The humiliation burned, but I wasn't the one who should feel it. I took the anniversary gift I had brought from my car and placed it on the table. Tickets, a week-long trip I had planned to rekindle our love. I looked at her and said quietly, "You can take him. He's obviously the one you want to make memories with." Tears welled in her eyes. "Daniel, please. I didn't want to hurt you." I laughed bitterly. "Then you shouldn't have promised me forever." She reached for my hand, but I stepped back. That touch wasn't mine anymore. I walked out without looking back. And for the first time in years, the air felt heavy, yes, but honest. I filed for divorce a week later. She tried to explain, to justify, but there is no explanation that can repair a broken vow. 10 years, gone in an instant. People ask if I regret loving her. I don't. Love isn't the mistake. Blindness is. And if she ever thinks of me again, I hope she remembers the man who tried, the man who believed in her, the man who would have stood by her through everything. But I also hope she remembers the moment I chose myself instead.